Well, see, you put your own flair. You do it like I do it more like mine's a lot of head work.
Oh my god, please don't zoom in on me.
Stop talking, and Jared's like, yeah, continue the story, and I'm like,
what's wrong? You good?
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Today we have a special guest, Leeor.
I'm the magical guest.
Yeah, she's my magical guest. I always tell her she's my magical fairy. By the way, we have, this is like a real life coffee talk. We have a dog with a sock right now. Another dog sitting here.
They're our audience.
This is, yeah, we were kidding before. We're like, this is our live audience. This is not beer, by the way. I saw it kind of look like beer. This is kombucha.
Sponsor, Soma.
We were thinking about this video, and this is literally just a law of attraction discussion. You guys know Leeor makes a ton of law of attraction videos. If you've ever YouTubed law of attraction, Queen comes up. So we were like, you know what, we need to get together. We both love talking about this stuff. Get together and just straight up talk about like kind of like the basics in a way, right?
Just do like a starting point, a starting guide.
Yeah.
Like this is where to start.
Starting with number one.
So we're gonna talk about a little bit like where to start. And you were saying like if somebody's heard about it a little bit, heard the words of law of attraction, maybe even seen The Secret, but doesn't really know what it is or where it's
exactly. Like you've heard of the law of attraction, it's not your first time hearing that word, but you personally never applied it. Where should you start?
My opinion is start with a book. I think that books just structure it really well, and the way that I was exposed to it was through Law of Attraction, Teachings of Abraham by Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Which I have. I have that book.
Such a good book.
Yeah.
It tells you everything, it breaks it down, and I think that before the YouTube videos, before the documentaries, before anything else, I think it's a great place to just get an idea of what it is, and it really makes you feel good also to read it.
Yeah, what it is and what it's not. Like it's not, one thing I definitely want to say is it's not a religion. Do you get comments like that?
Always, like, does this work with Christianity? Does this go against this?
Right, I get those same questions too. Law of attraction is just a way of thinking. It's just a mental game.
I like that.
So it has nothing to do with what you believe in or your relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend or anything like that. It's literally just about you. It's not about getting other people to do things or anything like that. It's about you attracting things, your best life pretty much.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's not, it's not a spell, or I kid around sometimes and I say I'm a good witch, but it's not like, it's not like a witch thing or anything like that. It's just saying, I'm gonna put out positive vibes and I wanna get positive vibes back. And I wanna put out good energy and I want good energy to come back to me. That's really all it's.
Yeah, and it could go hand in hand with religion, or it can go hand in hand honestly with science, realistically. Like there is science that backs up certain parts of the law of attraction. And
there is,
there really
awesome.
Is. And also you can find it in a lot of mysticisms of different religions as well. And
right.
It's like when all these different religions and all these different I don't English very much. When they're all saying the same thing or like parts of the same thing, I think that backs it up. I think that's evidence that there's something here.
There is.
There really is something about it.
Right, and I think for me, I went to Catholic school when I was younger, and I was so about God and Christianity, and I'm baptized Catholic. Towards feeling in a depression sort of in college and not knowing where I was going with my life, I started to fall out of that, like possibly thinking maybe there is no God or this or that. And through believing in the law of attraction and really giving it my all, that actually intensified my relationship with God and brought me back to my faith, which I think is so funny because so many people bring it to the, oh no, this goes against God, but here it brought me towards my faith.
Yeah.
Like
I could see that happening. Yeah, for sure.
I started researching like churches near me. Like I haven't been to church I have recently, but before that, I hadn't been to church in a really long time. And then once I started getting more into the spiritual universe sort of thinking, that actually brought me closer to God.
God, source are kind of interchangeable in a way. Source is everything. We are source, and it could be looked at as the creator or higher intelligence.
Right.
So it's not something that you should be afraid of.
So the second thing that we want to talk about is how to actually attract things into your life. So now you've heard a little bit about the law of attraction. You get what it is. Maybe you've read a book like Leeor said, and now you want to use it in your life. Now you're ready. You're ready to go. Where do you think you should start with that?
So I think that the most basic thing, so there are so many methods out there. Me and Sam have talked about all these different methods on our own channels. There's scripting, there's visualizing, there's vision boards.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love all those. But just what I'm trying to get people to understand now is there's no specific technique for special things. You can use any technique for anything.
Yeah.
What is the major underlying principle of the law of attraction is you attract not only what you think about, but what you are. So your energy, what frequency you're on, your vibration, that is the basis of the law of attraction.
Yeah. So it's just by putting it out there, saying, even just being specific, saying someday I want to live in Los Angeles, which was me in kindergarten, and now here I am.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think sometimes even just that, saying it out loud, being specific, you're practicing the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Like, we complicate it, but even that's the law of attraction. Saying I want to do that, I will do that, it's going to happen.
And that's it. That's you've attracted. You've set an intention. So all you really have to do is set an intention. And it could be as easy as writing it down, saying it out loud, or thinking it. And I mean, when you focus on something, that grows and you're creating something in front of you. But just if you don't know what you want to attract, all you really have to do is get into this place where you're trying to attract a happy life.
I like that.
You know,
sometimes you feel in a rut, so that's really good.
Exactly. Just ask for happiness, and then do whatever you can to get on that frequency, and then everything. What we were talking about earlier is that the universe is the same as you, so it knows what you want. So if you ask for happiness, it's going to set up reality for you in a way where all the things that you like happen.
So it tailors it to you. Like, things that make me happy might not make you happy, but the universe is making it work for me as you.
A good example of this is attracting a partner, like a soulmate or a relationship. You don't have to really focus on the specifics of anybody. You can just ask for somebody who's perfect for you, and the universe will bring the person who's perfectly tailored to you.
Yeah.
Just ask for that. So
yeah.
It's as easy as that. It's not a difficult thing.
Yeah, I mean, I love that, because so many people say, well, I want to attract this job, but there's so many different careers I'd be good at. You know, maybe I'd be good at this, maybe I'd be good at that. Sam, help me, what do I do? And I think I never really quite knew how to answer a question like that, but I think you explained that perfectly.
Yeah, just ask for happiness. Get on the frequency that makes you happy. Do whatever you can right now to make yourself happy, and everything is going to align. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
When we're happy, we're not getting traffic tickets. When we're really happy, things don't happen. Bad things don't happen as often, I would say.
Right.
It's like, there's exceptions to every rule.
Right, yeah.
So just try
and similarly, when you're in a negative space and everything, you're mad at everybody, you notice that more crap is coming into your life.
Yeah.
I think they work hand in hand.
Yeah, you know, when you start a day off and like you stub your toe and you're like, oh, this day's gonna be like this. And then things keep going. Yeah, like, thanks, universe.
Yeah.
You stubbed your toe, everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really big thing actually that I worked on myself, is whenever little tiny things like that happen, what I used to do when I was younger is I'd be like, oh, okay, like, it's one of those days. And now I'm just like, okay, yeah, my toe, cool, onwards.
And she really is like that, because you know, you really are. I mean, you come in and if something doesn't go your way, you're like, oh, like today you text me, you're like, I'm gonna be late, but it's all good. And then she's still
like that too. It's so
not as much, but you still attracted free coffee.
Yeah, should we talk about it?
So what Leeor was saying to me before, and I think that this is so great. So say you have something really big you want to attract. Start with little things first. So take it away with the free coffee.
I've said this before. I know Sam has it in her book. I just found out. I did not know about this. Starting with little things is going to build your belief, especially if you're in the beginning of this, or if you're even well into your spiritual journey and you're in a place where like, things aren't working for me, and you're questioning your faith in the universe and in yourself. When you do things like that, when you're in a situation like that, my suggestion is to go back to basics and start to attract small things.
Yeah.
Now, for example, on Sunday night, I'm doing little tests to myself because I manifest big things all the time. It's just it's become something that's just my life. It's commonplace.
Oh, and, you poor thing.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, when you become a YouTuber and you know this about the law of attraction, it's your life. And you get better at it every moment because you're living, breathing. This is your life. Yeah. It's my life. So I've gotten much better at it. So these things I don't get as excited about them anymore. Like, you know what we were talking about?
Yeah.
With, like, manifesting your house. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. That'll be for another video, but that is like, that will make that topic will make your head spin with different, we were talking about different dimensions. So this is like a little teaser there.
Back to basics.
Yeah, comment if you want to see that video, if you want your mind to be blown. Basically, Leeor talks about the afterlife dimensions. I'm me living on this earth, but I'm also living on another at the same time.
That video exists if you're interested in it. It's there somewhere.
It's in another dimension.
We have to bring it over here. But so what I was saying is, so because it's so obvious to me now that I'm attracting big things, I try to attract little things just to test my practice and to see where I'm at. And also I test out different techniques that I tell people about on my channel.
Right, like scripting or vision boards, what works better.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll try it with small things just to see what I need to fix, what would be helpful for people, what kind of tips I can add. And so for example, on Sunday night, I was visualizing free coffee. This was my goal for the week. Something small, just free coffee. And I actually forgot about it, which in essence is detaching from it. Basically, I visualized receiving a free coffee. I thought about the emotions I would feel when I got it. And today when I went to pick us up coffee, the cafe's machine wasn't working. I didn't have cash, and they're like, just take it, it's fine, don't worry.
And that literally happened when she was running late, so she could have been in a bad mood. And if you were in a bad mood, I don't think that they would have given it to you.
100% agreed.
Because do you want to help?
They would have been like, sorry. Like,
yeah.
Can't have it.
Can't have it. Yeah, because think about it. When you're in a positive space, other people want to do things for you, and they want to help you get to wherever it is you're trying to go. We can end on the detachment, because I think that I even still kind of am like,
yeah, it's
hazy.
It's hard for everybody because as human beings, we're just attached to things. We're used to being attached to material things, to people, to relationships, whatever. So it's a hard concept to get your mind around, but it doesn't have to be a difficult thing. Basically, detaching is decreasing importance and releasing the urgency. What I see a lot is that people put deadlines on their manifestations and deadlines on themselves. I get comments all the time like, I need this in 2 weeks, like how do I do it by this time? And I feel the energy from them, and I'm just like, this urgency, you're on the wrong frequency. You're not going to receive it, and especially not by that time.
Yeah.
So my advice to people when it comes to setting deadlines is, if you don't need something in a specific time, and you don't, just do this no matter what. Ask for things in perfect timing. Just say whatever you're asking for. Instead of saying by June 3rd, say in perfect timing. I've used this and it works every single time. It just doesn't fail. Things come to you at the right time because the universe knows you, knows your heart, and it will bring you whatever you need in perfect time.
You can still set a time in a year, but you don't have to set it for like tomorrow. Like, I need this by tomorrow. Right. Like, I need, you know, like I need to get a soulmate for summer. Like,
exactly.
By summer.
Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself, because you're gonna be expecting that day, and that day's going to come closer, and you're gonna be like, where is it? Is it coming?
And going back to what we said before, people don't want to help you when you're in that negative space. They kind of want to be like, okay, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I know for me, I can't. We both do. We take on energy of other people, and I think that that's why I'm in a relationship with someone that's super positive. People always say like, how are you and you're both positive? It's because I gravitate to positive people. Yeah. I can't
bring them into your life.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's unavoidable, but when I'm around negative people, I sometimes can physically feel sick.
Oh, 100%. Being an empath.
Yeah, and like my energy is really low.
Yeah. Before I get out of here and hit the traffic, I just wanted to give you a balancing amulet.
You're so sweet. I've been like really looking forward to this.
I got Jared one too. In Kabbalah mysticism, what they're supposed to be is one of the 72 names of God.
Okay.
And each of the 72 names of God is made up of 3 different letters, And the story goes, the letters that make up the Hebrew alphabet, the ancient Hebrew alphabet, were made from these lines that presented themselves to the Creator and said, do with us what you will. And he created these words that do specific things. So this one is supposed to balance your emotions.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Balance your emotions, increase positive energy, and protect you from negative energy.
Oh, I love it. I mean, this is just like, if I were to ever think like, what would Leeor create? This is it. This is it. I mean, this is just like, it just like says it.
You love it.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you. Manifest no traffic right now.
No traffic. All right, I love you guys so much. Make sure to check out Leeor's channel, and we do have a video going up there as well. Have an awesome day. Make sure to follow her everywhere.
Oh,
Oh, you're such a good mama.
okay, bye.